Let me start by asking you something. After all the New Year celebrations are done, after the Happy New Year messages have slowed down, and after life starts feeling normal again, what actually feels different? If you are being honest, most days still look the same. You wake up, you go about your routine, and somewhere in the background, there is this quiet thought: nothing is really changed. And that is not a problem. In fact, that is the most honest place to begin. Here is something that we rarely talk about. A new year does not change you, it just changes the calendar. And yet, we put a lot of pressure on ourselves to suddenly start feeling different, more motivated, more disciplined, more sorted. That pressure usually lasts a few days, and then reality takes over. Because real change does not happen because the date changed. It happens when you change how you pay attention to your life. This is the part where most people miss out. Most people jump straight into action. They start with new goals, new routines, new habits, new resolutions. But very few people pause to notice what is already happening, how they actually spend their time, what drains their energy, what they keep postponing, and most importantly, what patterns they keep repeating. Without awareness, action becomes noise. You are busy, but the question is, are you really moving in the right direction? And that is why the idea of the new year, new you often feels frustrating because it skips the most important step. It's not about doing more, it's about noticing more. This is also why the 100 days to enter the new year as a new you journey mattered. It was never designed to pump you up, it was actually designed to slow you down, to help you observe your life while living it. And in this journey, some people followed it daily, some dipped in occasionally, and some just watched quietly. But regardless of how you engaged, something definitely shifted. You started noticing patterns. And once you notice a pattern, it stops being invisible. And that is when change becomes possible. Not forced, possible. So let me say this clearly. Real change is not dramatic. It does not look like a complete life overhaul. It does not arrive with a big announcement. It usually looks like one small, uncomfortable choice made consistently. It could be about saying no when usually you say yes, or going to bed a little earlier, or stopping yourself mid reaction and choosing a different response. And you know what? These are not things that people celebrate publicly, but these are the things that actually shape your life quietly over time. Another important reminder: you are not starting from zero, you are actually starting from experience. Everything last year showed you what worked, what did not, what you tolerated, what you avoided. And that is not failure, that is information. The question is not what should I become this year, but a better question is what did I learn about myself that I cannot ignore anymore? And that question changes how you design your year. Hope has its place, but hope without structure gets tiring. Most people hope that this year will be better, but very few people decide how it will be different. And designing your year does not mean planning every hour, it only means clarity, knowing what matters, what does not, knowing what you are willing to protect. So, a well designed year is not a busy year, it is an intentional year. A new you does not mean becoming someone else, it means coming back to yourself, to the version of you that is calmer, clearer, and more honest. The version that already knows what needs to change and what needs to be let go of. A new year is not asking you to reinvent yourself, it is inviting you to live with more awareness. Awareness by itself fades. Awareness needs structure, it needs direction. And that is why this is the right moment to design your year. Not emotionally, but intentionally. And if the last 100 days helped you notice patterns, if you feel the need to move from reflection to alignment, and if you want this year to feel lived, not rushed, then I invite you to explore Design Your Year 2026. It is not about doing more, it is about choosing better. You will find the link in the description. A new year has already started, and a new you does not need pressure, it needs clarity. So make sure to stay with this channel if these conversations are helping you to pause and think. You will keep exploring how to live consciously, one shift at a time. Until then, keep the curiosity alive.